What is up, everybody? As you know, I'm a high school math teacher. My wife teaches elementary, and she's going over some fifth grade math, multiplying fractions. And we were kind of going over this because I'm interested in how they teach it in elementary. And I was a little bit confused and questioned why they taught it the way they did. Because the way I'm going to show you, to me, is a little bit more straightforward and a little bit more simple. In the way that it's getting taught in fifth grade, it kind of confuses me as to why they do it that way, especially because it only works, it's only convenient to use with smaller numbers. And so maybe I'm wrong, and maybe this is a time for you to educate me why they teach it this way in fifth grade. But anyways, the way that she is told to teach it is using two methods of like drawing it out. And first of all, if you're going to teach this two different ways, obviously having two different methods in math happens all the time. It's a good thing to know different ways to do things, but teaching it in one day, both methods, or one lesson with both methods, I think could be very confusing to students. Anyhow, let's go through these with the bottom question here, 3/5 times 10 or 10 times 3/5. And the first one, the way they want you to think of it is 3/5 of 10. So they have you draw this rectangle. This rectangle represents 10. And then you split this rectangle into 5 squares. And each of these, because we split 10 into 5 different boxes, we have to take the whole number 10 divided by 5 in each. Like that. And as you know, 10 divided by 5 is 2. And now we care about 3/5. So we don't just care about one box, but we care about 3 boxes. And now we got to sit here and we got to add up either 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, or they really have you typically, like up here in number 2, they have you write it first, 10 divided by 5 plus 10 divided by 5 plus 10 divided by 5, which equals 30 over 5, which obviously equals 6, or 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. Obviously different ways to see it. I get that. But to me, like, this is too many steps. Over here, maybe a little bit less straightforward, in my opinion, is they're having you think of 10 groups of 3/5. So 10 groups of 3/5, and so we have to sit here with a rectangle and draw 10 boxes because we need 10 groups, which honestly, that's kind of hard to me to sit here and do 10 equal boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't even have enough, so I'm going to add on to it. Okay, I have 10 boxes now, and in each box, I'm going to put 3/5. So I got to sit here, 3/5, 3/5, 3/5, 3/5, 3/5, 3/5, 3/5, 3/5, 3/5. And now we got to add all these up. And then when we add it all up, that's what this whole is going to be. So we have 3, 6, 9. And if you're a fifth grader, you might not be able to do this that fast. But 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and 30. So it's obviously the same answer. Oopsies. 30 over 5. And if you're a fifth grader, you might not be able to do it in your head. So you have to sit here and do 3/5 plus 3/5, and you might have to break it down different times because that's 10 of them. Again, not the most straightforward. 30 divided by 5, again, is 6. There you go. Now, how I would use it and how I teach multiplying fractions to really fifth graders, middle schoolers, or even high schoolers that are struggling with multiplying fractions is I multiply fractions straight across, okay? And this is how I was taught in high school. It's going to be in the red pen here. So if we're taking this question here, 10 times 3 over 5, I would teach, the first thing I teach about fractions is every whole number can be represented as a fraction. All you do, take that whole number and divide it by 1, right? Doesn't change the number at all. So we divide it by 1 right there. It doesn't change the number at all. It's just now it's written as a fraction. And now when we multiply fractions, all we do, let me move this multiplication here. All we do is multiply straight across. So the numerator is going to be multiplied and the denominator is going to be multiplied. So all we have to do, and now we have 10 times 3 is 30, and 1 times 5 is 5. And every fifth grader should be able to have their multiplication tables down, or at least have one that they can look at. 3 times 10, pretty straightforward, 30. 1 times 5, anything times 1 is itself, which is 5. 30 divided by 5 is 6. So much quicker, to me, so much more straightforward. Again, this is a lot more convenient for every single number. Like if we had big numbers, like in the hundreds, down here you'd have to draw 100 boxes. That's not feasible. That doesn't make much sense. And I don't think this method of drawing it out even makes this multiplying straight across more understandable or more easier, because it's pretty straightforward as it is. So I know it's a long video, 6+ minutes. If you watch till the end, please let me know in the comments below how this fifth grade math is beneficial to being able to do multiplication of fractions with bigger numbers, or how it's easier for a fifth grader to see it this way. Thanks for watching.